road trip to Nottingham for Big Value audition number 2. Woohoo! With Sean McLoughlin, Flash Plumber.
Let's go break some hearts.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again.
Okay, let's discuss why they don't give you parachutes on commercial airline.
Why would they?
Well, if the plane's going down,
Yeah.
you know, you've either got no chance, you know, without a parachute, or you've got a fairly good chance with a parachute.
I think it depends. If you're going down on water, I think you're all right.
You're all right going down on water.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Is that from watching Castaway?
No, if anything, Castaway's taught you that you're not all right. Only one of the plane will survive.
If you've got a volleyball, you'll be all right.
If you've got a volleyball.
That's why I always take a volleyball in my hand luggage.
I think the problem is though, coach drivers are all bellends. They're all bellends. I've worked with a lot of coach drivers.
Have you?
Yeah. And I've taken a lot of coaches, and like such a small percentage of them are like nice, decent, well-rounded people. They're idiots.
I know what you mean.
And bus drivers. There's just something about that job.
I can't, you know, I'm not responsible for, you know, Sean's opinions, and I obviously don't go along with them if there's any coach drivers watching, but I think I've come across a few moody coach drivers.
My friend was telling me he was in a coach to London, and some old woman was asking him about connections or something. She was like, "Oh, we're not going to make it on time." So, apparently, like I don't know, she was being a bit pushy, and he just threw her off the coach. He just threw her off the coach at like Gatwick Airport.
Blimey.
Just threw her off. Fucking unbelievable.
This driver reserves the right to throw anyone off.
I was getting a coach back from Newcastle to Brighton once, and
This is an anecdote coming up here.
this is not going to be a good anecdote.
Signpost. Anecdotes.
I'm really bad at telling anecdotes.
Okay.
I'm pretty bad at most verbal forms of communication.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's good when you're in my line of work.
Oh God, proper traffic now. Go on then.
I really don't know if I want to tell it.
I really want to hear it.
Alright. See that? It's my anecdote.
Okay, go on.
I was getting a coach back from Newcastle
to London, isn't it?
From Newcastle to London, yeah. It was and it was like really early in the morning. And this fucking coach driver comes on, and he was talking for about 10 minutes at the beginning, and he thought he was the funniest man. He had this little routine. He was like, "Oh, lady, you know, I'm wearing my seatbelt. We can't have your insurance, so don't worry about it." Oh. And he was making all these jokes.
Was he his mum was a leprechaun, and his dad was Ant and Deck.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was. But that's how he was from the northeast, and he was like, "Oh no," and he would leave pauses about 10 seconds for laughs that were not forthcoming. There was about 4 people on the coach, and at one point there was
a tough audience. So give him a break.
It's a tough audience.
There's only 4 people there tonight.
Yeah, but I won't be doing jokes exclusively about coach safety.
I will.
I've dropped that stuff. I've dropped that bit. But the guy comes in, and there were these 2 like Chinese girls who obviously didn't speak very good English, or one of them certainly
Well,
didn't.
that makes the audience even tougher, doesn't it? I mean, you've slagged this guy.
The anecdote is not. But I think that's unfair to judge. That means that the crappiest comedian in the world.
Yeah.
No. That's not. No, it's bullshit. It's
Okay,
bullshit.
right, carry on.
You're trying a bit of banter, and I'm not going with it, Neil.
Okay,
all right. This is my anecdote. This
This is just like watching Parkinson, isn't it? Brilliant.
It is. Finish the anecdote, Meg. These
It'd
2.
be great if one of us could do Parky now, wouldn't it? It'd be really good. Okay, carry on.
If one of us could do Parkinson, it would be good.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt it.
It'd be better if I was being booked in. I think I'd rather like do I reckon you have to get booked in for gigs and then you do Parkinson. Like you have to be doing more gigs. Like
I think you have to
gigs.
go back in time like that 20 years as well, don't you?
I'd like to think Parkinson would come out of retirement like with one
For you,
last interview.
you would, yeah.
Yeah.
You were quoted recently saying that you like sort of fairground men.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, there was, he was just like these two. One of the Chinese girls, I think, was explaining what she was saying to the other one, and he was like this really light-hearted Geordie guy. And then as soon as he started talking, he went, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Right? If no, right, I will throw you off the bus when it's moving. All right? I've got to fucking tell you this." And then as soon as he stopped, he went back and just carried on with his routine, like ploughed on. Like really, like so you got, and it was unbelievable. It was one of the most aggressive things I've ever heard.
It does sound remarkably like your technique for dealing with echoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. No, it is. That's where I got it from.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
I don't think it's that. Well, yeah.
I've got to say, your Geordie got a lot better when he got angry. Much better.
I think it was better when he was actually saying words as well, and not just going.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's my coach driver story. It was like 9 in the morning. You can't compare me and the coach driver because he's a coach driver. His audience is coach drivers who haven't paid a ticket to be made jokes. They want a coach driver.
Right.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
My audience have paid money to see a comedian.
Well, exactly. So it's easier for you.
The story wasn't based around the fact that he wasn't funny. He wasn't a good comedian.
Right. Okay.
It's not like so when you bitch about other comedians, you go, "You think he was shit?
Yeah.
You think he was shit? I saw a coach driver 18 months ago."
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. Yeah. So what was the point of the anecdote?
There was no point. I didn't even want to tell it. It was basically forced out of me. I kept trying to move on, and you just insisted that I finished it.
Okay. Why are we in the only lane that's not moving? Now sat-nav saying 7:23.
I find it really hard to film this. We'll just have it just me.
Yeah, why not?
Make it so it's my show.
It's got boring, hasn't it, since it's just been you?
Hasn't got boring. It's people seeing now who I really am.
Tell people what's in your sandwich, Sean?
I'm eating a tuna sandwich, mayo.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say mayo. Mayo.
There's a whole tin of tuna in my sandwich. A whole tin.
That's a lot of tuna, isn't it?
I don't use knives either when I make my tunas. I use forks to get all the stuff down.
What?
Because I mix it up with a fork,
Okay.
and then I just use a fork to dollop it on.
Okay. Is that unusual?
I don't know, is it?
I don't think it is particularly. I'm not sure it's noteworthy, to be honest. What do you used to put the mayonnaise in? A spoon?
Fork.
A ladle?
There's a whole tin of tuna
whole
and an
jar of
entire jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah. Lovely.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
How much butter's in there?
None. I don't use butter in sandwich.
Oh, you're a nutter.
Oh, a nutter. What of butter in a tuna mayonnaise sandwich? What would be the point?
You want a thin spreading of it, I think.
To
A
what?
light
To
spreading.
what end?
Tradition.
Fucking tradition. Trapped in the 70s, Neil. Everything about you says that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
I didn't mean that.
Didn't you? Oh, well, it went straight to the heart. Shall I talk about the sign just outside Brighton now? Sure.
Well,
There's a sign on the motorway on the M23 about 15 miles outside Brighton, which says unmarked police cars operate in this area. Bollocks. Bollocks.
you didn't say it. He said that about a minute before we started filming.
Yeah.
He didn't say it in that way. There was no smile on your face when you said it. You went, well, there's a sign.
Is that going to pass the emissions test, that van? No.
Don't distract.
Right.
VCR,
Okay.
VCR. That's on its. That's VGR.
Okay, now, yes.
What you said was there's a sign saying, what is it? Hidden police cars.
Hidden police cars.
What are they called?
Unmarked.
Unmarked police car. He didn't say it with a smile and a cheeky grin. He said,
I was getting over it.
he went, he was like, what a load of shit.
Yeah.
What a load of bollocks. like really angry.
I said that's almost as much bollocks as the average speed check cameras.
And then we thought, this is going to be too good to
and we were wrong.
I think the whole concept of this was inherently flawed from the start.
Pretty much.
But how is it? You don't know it's bollocks.
Not until about 2,000 people comment on YouTube saying this is bollocks.
I'm not talking about
It's
this.
the worst thing
I'm talking about the police cars. I'm not talking about this.
Yeah, but you do.
Like 2,000 people will ever watch this. You kidding me? I'm pretty sure I just spat tuna into the
Once
fucking
it goes around how shit it is, I think you never know.
You said earlier.
With the new Chocolate Rain Man, I think. So we are.
What's chocolate? Oh, Chocolate Rain. That's a good song.
Is it?
Chocolate Rain. When you first said that, I thought you were saying
We're good.
with the new Chocolate Rain Man, like some
Like the black dusted
some
Hoffman.
ethnic version of Rain Man has been made.
Drove my truck midway to the motorway station. Fairlane was coming up on the left-hand side. Headlight shining, driving rain on the winter frame. Little young lady started stitching her ride. And it's a 2, 4, 6, 8, ain't never too late. Me and my radio trucking on through the night. 3, 5, 7, 9, remember what line? Motorway sun coming up with the morning light.
We're in Nottingham now. Hit the jackpot.
A parking space on the ground floor of the multi-storey.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
How'd it go, Sean?
I think it was a good gig.
Yeah.
I think we both did very well.
You smash it?
I certainly smashed it.
Would you say I smashed it?
You definitely smashed it.
In cars.
That was very good.
Was that?
You'll see later on when that's looped as the theme tune. Yeah.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. Hi to in cars. That bit is good.
It's very good.
Right, I better put this away in case there's some fuck.
Don't waste the battery. It's going to be running.
This is gold.